What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're talking about what is happening in the market. We have a lot to discuss on some of the hottest products, talking about why they're going up and what you should be investing in this market. Before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. We are trying to hit 2,000 subscribers. Any of the products you see in today's video, we are carrying at under TCG player pricing. We have two different tiers here. We have our starter tier, which lets you buy up to 5 cases. Hit that link right there. If you're more serious, high intent business, reseller, investor, somebody looking for a steady source of product at the best possible prices, the elite tier is your best friend. No limits, no restrictions, best prices. Link is right there. Let's jump in. We have Prismatic Evolutions to talk about, and this is actually a really good product to be buying into this current market. We just had the reprint, and basically what we're seeing is reprints are an opportunity to just get more product. And if you don't, the ship is going to sail. And Prismatic Evolutions, there's a lot of individual ETBs floating out there, but the biggest benefit is going to come to the people who have the factory sealed cases. Cases are always coming in at a premium. Even if you look at older stuff like Crown Zenith, you have loose ETBs at like 300 as of making this video, but you're finding cases going for 3,500, which is about $350. So people are paying more for cases because there's just less of them out there on the market. If you are looking right here in the past month, we have a big drop. Cases had a premium averaging about $210 per ETB. They hit a low of about 180 in a case, and now they are quickly rebounding. Before you know it, these are going to be over 2,000, and as we get closer to the 30th anniversary, we're going to trend to 2,500. This is easily going to be a 2,500 case by the end of the year. With just the supply that gets eaten up and people still opening these products, you could see that in the past 3 months, overall, it's still trending upward. If we look in the past 6 months, again, we had a huge parabolic rise, and then this drop right here is where the reprint started happening. So this moment right here in this chart, like this is your opportunity to buy, and you could already see that the graph is rebounding, which is signaling that the supply is beginning to dry up and prices are going back to where they were. But if you look at the 1-year chart, the overall steady, linear, constant growth continues to show how in demand Prismatic Evolutions is. And this is an interesting one. We're going to compare side by side with Ascended Heroes. Overall, at a high level, I do believe Ascended Heroes just has more demand because it is the newer thing. New people entering the hobby are familiar with Ascended, not as much Prismatic, but where Prismatic really shines is the fact that it's already old. It's had all of its reprints. Ascended Heroes just came out, and we definitely will be receiving more products, but Prismatic is like, this is the final push. You know, the Pokemon Company reprinted booster bundles, tech sticker collections. Right now, they did the ETBs and SPCs. Like, there's no more products to reprint. Eventually, they will have to move on. So I do feel like this is the last time where you could be getting those products. Ascended Heroes, on the other hand, this is one where right now cases are about 1,900. That's really cheap. Prices on eBay right now are like 2,100, 2,200, and they're selling at those prices. So I don't know what the deal is with TCG being slightly cheaper, but there's significantly more volume on eBay. I don't know. Oh, okay. I'm seeing some of these right here is like a Spanish case. You need to be careful when you're buying on TCG, because sometimes, you know, people will sell a different language under the English one. But nonetheless, past month, massive growth. I remember when these were just kind of sitting at like one, not even 150. I remember $130, $140 range. Nobody wanted them, and then just out of nowhere they went to 160, 170, and now we're above 2,000. Past 6 months, obviously we don't have 6 months of history, but just looking at the chart, you could see the insane growth, hitting a low of $1,200 per case, now trending up above $2,000. Past 3 months, though, extremely strong. Goes to show how many people want this product. If you are buying any of these products, not from me, if you don't want to join our wholesale group and get them, if you're shopping anytime on eBay, guys, hit that link right there. Supports the channel at no additional cost to you. All you got to do is hit that link. It will direct you to my store. You don't even have to buy from me. You can buy from anyone you want. Help support the channel a ton if you're finding value in the videos. I do appreciate that. But yeah, Ascended Heroes is going to be an excellent opportunity as well. I do have a gut feeling that we will receive reprints of the ETBs. I think after Wave 2, stock just got dried up so fast. I think the Pokemon Company will go back and reprint it, but it is going to take a little bit of time. So before anything like that happens, most likely what we're going to see happening is the prices just keep going up. Wave 2 didn't really have very much of an impact on price, and it's kind of crazy, but with the way that the market's going, I mean, these might be $250 ETBs, like $2,500 a case. Kind of interesting though, because you would expect something like Prismatic to hit that price first, but we just recently received the reprint for this, more demand for this. So it's kind of like a perfect storm. Ultimately, if you wanted my sound advice, I think splitting across the board, having a little bit of everything, great diversification. Can't really go wrong with that. But then again, always do your own research. Moving on, Mega Charizard UPCs already at $250, cases for $1,000. I had these cases on my eBay store, you guys, where, keep in mind, where I have to pay marketplace fees, and eBay charges very, very high fees relative to other platforms. We had these for $700-800 a case, and they sat, and then just one day, everything sold. And now we're trending above. I don't know, maybe cases are even higher than $1,000, but there's a lot of good deals, a lot of opportunity. And it's not just in sealed products. Singles are being bought out like crazy on my eBay store. Slabs are being bought out. There's just a lot of price movement that's happening, and people are not able to keep up with how quickly prices are changing. And that creates an opportunity where you could kind of just get in and purchase stuff before the prices are being adjusted across the board. And I'm even finding in my own store, again, a link right here, where a lot of the products, especially slabs, lately there's been huge buyouts on slabs where I'll be like 10, 20, 30% under whatever the going price or most recent sold on an item is, and people are just scooping the stuff up. So yeah, be sure to show that support, guys, on the channel. Does help out a ton. But the Mega Charizard shouldn't come as a surprise. I remember these were sitting 120, 130, 140. The prices kept going up. I kept buying. What we ultimately did, though, is we broke a bunch of these down. If you guys saw some of my earliest YouTube videos from the beginning of the year, I was opening a bunch of these, and what we were doing is we were selling out all the packs, extracting our capital back, and then we had the Charizard promo for free. That was then where we sold it as sealed copy. We would fire sale them 40, 50 bucks. At the time, the price was maybe 80. I don't know what they're at now, but that was basically our profit. That is how we went about buying them. I gave you guys the playbook, the strategy. A few smart people who follow this page and channel closely took advantage, and now they are reaping massive benefit. I knew that this product would hit this price. I was just amazed at how quickly it rebounded. You have to keep in mind, if we look at a 6-month chart, like this is about when I was buying. You can see beginning of the year, 140. And for it to be not even half a year later already hitting 250, it just goes to show how resilient these products is. Really, Charizard just dominates in any market, no matter the supply, and there was a lot of these printed. My only regret with this one is that I didn't buy more. We have a very good position of sealed as well, but a lot of them we did break down, have those Charizard promos, and the Charizard promo in itself, I believe, as a sealed copy should be worth $100. So again, it was a no-brainer buy, but people sometimes get hung up on how much supply there is of a product instead of looking at the demand, and I'll keep emphasizing it on this channel. And this is something I'm learning as well. It's not something I knew. Demand wins in this market. And I'll give you guys a perfect example. During the release of this product right here, I was doing a split buy between Fantasmal Flames and Mega Evolutions 1. I thought both were extremely good. This was during December when the prices went down. Let me see if we have, like December data, you could see even for the Mega Charizard UPC, there was a drop. And so what I did was I was buying half Phantasmal, half Mega, and we're going to talk about Fantasmal Flames, now over $400 a box, whereas Mega Evolution 1 is at $300. And, had I just gone all in on Phantasmal, I would have made substantially more money. We're talking tens of thousands of dollars in profit here. But, we diversified, so I'm not upset with the play that we made, but it's something that I learned, that demand is everything. The Mega Evolution box was a really good buy in my opinion because of the enhanced topper, which has a lot of value, but just everybody wants a Charizard, everybody wants Ascended Heroes. These are the products that drive the market. So again, I'll be emphasizing it throughout my upcoming videos. Demand is everything in this market, and we see that firsthand with the Mega Charizard UPC. Let's move on though. Talk about something where there isn't a lot of demand and where there's still opportunity. If you're not in a position, you're watching this video, you're not in a position to buy a $2,000 case of ETBs, what could you be buying? And perfect order is, we're at the point where it just can't get any cheaper. It really can't. It's like $5 a pack, $6 a pack. Like what do you want? It's not a bad set. It's got the Meowth. It's got some cool illustration rares. It's kind of like a Journey Together 2.0. I don't know. People are skipping the set entirely. I think there's massive opportunity. I've been building up positions on perfect order, and I don't care that everybody's only talking about Ascended and Prismatic. I'm talking about Ascended and Prismatic as well, because clearly there is opportunity. But when the prices go up so much on some product, at some point you kind of have to hold back and be like, hey, let me look somewhere else. And one place to do so is perfect order, because this feels like we have absolutely hit the floor. Let's look at the past 3-month chart. We opened out the gate 230, we dropped to 200, quickly rebounded to 250 in the beginning of March. This is where more supply was hitting the market, etc. And for no reason, the prices dropped. And the best part of all of this is we haven't even seen wave 2 yet. So wave 2 might even bring the prices down further. But if I had to give my 2 cents, I don't think it's going to happen. I think the prices are just going to hold. $1,200 a case is what was in 2-3 years ago $600 a case, where you could buy boxes all day every day for $100 a box, $600 a case. The new norm right now is going to be $200 a box, so $1,200 a case. That's just the market we're in with how many people are joining. Again, you can't really go wrong. Can't really go wrong with this product. It's one that might not go up as fast, but in terms of risk management, you won't really lose money buying this product. Great safe store of value if you're just sitting on excess cash and you don't really want to lose a bunch of money. I think Perfect Order is one place where you could park some. Premium posters. How many videos do I got to make about this product? I told you guys it was going to be 150, and I was predicting that in the next couple of months. Not 3 weeks later, we're already at 150. And I had a bold prediction that these were going to be 200. And right now, I'm probably going to anchor even higher. These might be like 220, 250 end of year, just with the way we're going. The Lucario promo has a ton of value. Gardevoir not far off. The growth on this product, absolutely incredible. These were sub 100 and 150, then they pulled back. This right here, beginning of April, was your buying opportunity. 120, 130 is just, it's cheap. It's way too cheap. I mean, 12, 13 bucks a pack with the full art promo, with the poster, just the price doesn't make sense. Even at 150 right now, it still seems like a healthy, attractive option. Just seeing the growth of the ETB. So yeah, that's all I got for this one, guys. Premium posters. If you don't have them, buy them. I sold a ton to my members. I told them, look, if you don't want to buy, that's fine. In our wholesale group, again, if you want to join, the only difference, starter tier, 5 cases. Elite tier, unlimited, no restriction, and better pricing. Like today, as of the recording of this video, I was offering not prismatic, ascended ETB cases, $100 cheaper for elite members versus starter. So again, one or two case purchases, it might make more sense to join the elite tier. But circling back here, the premium posters, I had some people that were just like, oh, I'm gonna wait for the prices to drop down. I'm gonna hold off on buying the case. I said that's fine. Other people were buying them, and now I'm sold out. I'm sold out entirely. And again, my regret that I didn't buy more myself. I offer them to my members. I give them a chance to buy. People said they were too expensive when they were $600 a case. They were saying, hey, this is a ripoff at $100 a box. Then the prices shot up to $700. People started buying them. More people bought at $700 than they did at $600, which should kind of show you that in this market, nobody really knows what's going on. But again, I'm telling you guys, the demand is just what carries these prices. And then I had one final bump up. We went to like $715 a case. And at the absolute highest, we charged our members, we were charging $775 for a case. So that comes with 3 of the Mega Lucario and 3 of the Gardevoir. And they sold out. They sold out entirely. And these are on track now at this price at $150 average, multiplied by 6, you're looking at $900 a case. So you could arbitrage effectively $125 per case. But again, with the growth that I'm seeing on this product, it's gonna be $1,200. So that's $1,200 a case, $200 per box. And even if you paid the absolute highest price that I offer them to our members at $775, you're still making a killing covering multiple membership dues. The issue I'm finding with a lot of new people who are joining the hobby, a lot of small businesses, people who don't have the experience, they just look at what the price is today without realizing that prices 2 weeks from now are going to be higher when you're looking at the most in-demand hyped set. And you shouldn't be too hung up about paying a record high price, because just with the growth of something like Ascended Heroes for anything, the prices will just keep going up. And no matter how much the Pokemon company printing, everybody's just opening the packs because the value inside is so high. Circling back to Prismatic Evolutions, booster bundles, same thing. I mean, I had these for $1,600 a case, which at $1,600 a case, that's about $64 a booster bundle. The absolute highest we were charging our members was $1,800, which is $72 in a factory sealed case. Again, where there's less cases in the market, and you're seeing loose right now at $90. So even at $90 loose, that's $22.50 for a case. And again, cases are coming at a premium. The cases should at least be like $100, $200 higher. So, you're talking multiple $100 of arbitrage. You buy one case, you're making minimum $400, $500. Now, for some of our elite members who have no restrictions, no limits, and the most competitive prices, we had one guy that bought 5 cases. He's making $400 per case. Like that's $2,000 right there. He's just covered his membership dues for the whole year. And you got to be smart in this market. You got to be smart. You have to recognize opportunity where other people aren't recognizing opportunity. And you need to be making decisions for yourself. And if you can't, ask for a resource, ask for help. A lot of people who are joining our group, what they're doing is they're like, hey, I don't understand what's going on in this market. I don't understand why some products are going up faster than others. You have the insights. You've been doing this for a long time. I value your opinion. And, I'm here as well as a resource guiding you guys. Obviously, on YouTube videos, I make them for free. But for the people who are actually purchasing and investing in these products, I'm here to see you guys win as well. Everybody's trying to capitalize on this market. There's enough to go around. Truly, this market is way bigger than any of us really think it is. Pokemon, and it always surprises me how quickly this stuff goes up, because again, there's just these windows and these pockets of opportunity, and you need to take advantage. Before we wrap this video up, last product, Fantasmal Flames. I just want to give a standing ovation here to Fantasmal Flames. Extremely resilient product. This was a dead box in December. I was like, hey, why is nobody buying this? I wasn't going anything crazy, 3-4 cases a week, 20 boxes here, 30 boxes here, 12 boxes here, just any opportunity I could, and I slowly built up the positions. And again, this one shot up so fast. Phantasmal Flames right now would not be a buy for me because it already has seen its gains. You look at the past, let's do 3 months, up 50%. I'd be going in on Mega Evolution. Mega Evolution 1 coming in with the promo. That one hasn't gone as up. Again, as I mentioned earlier in the video, I did a split between the both. Now, if you don't have any Phantasmal, definitely get some, but Mega Evolution, just a healthier, attractive entry point, being like $120, $150 a box cheaper. Ultimately, though, Phantasmal Flames, again, Charizard, it dominates. Everybody wants it, and that is why you're seeing the prices so high. Precisely the same reason why Prismatic and Ascended Heroes is unlikely to drop, because, again, it has those flashy Pokemon. Prismatic doesn't have a Charizard, but it does have an Umbreon. Ascended Heroes has a little bit of everything. So hopefully you guys learned something from this video. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to hit that affiliate link anytime you are shopping on eBay. Join our group. You will not regret it. There's a ton of opportunity. Even if you are not ready to spend tens of thousands of dollars or even thousands of dollars, just learning and getting advanced strategies, insights into the market, it will be of value. So yeah, that's all I got. Until the next one.